Hola mi gente, hello everyone, I'm glad you're here. We are going to be showing some Afro-Cuban dance rhythms with a very limited percussion base today, but they're actually wonderful. And you have to understand, to do it really right, we would like to have a few more, but we'll do that in the future, okay? So today we have Hugo and we have Jose. Hugo is also playing in an hour with his band, the drum kit with the other musicians, okay? And we're going to demonstrate about 5 or 6 dance rhythms. Most of them come from Cuba, but the rhythms have their origins in Africa, of course, as just about all rhythm does. So the first one is called Rumba Colombia. So in Cuban folklore dance, there are 3 types of rumba: Colombia, Yambu, and Guabango. Okay, so Colombia is just a dancer with the drummers. The partner is the drummer, okay? And the other ones you dance with the partner. There's more to it than that, but this dance comes from the Abacuá society. I'm not Abacuá, I just like to dance. So. One of 3 types of Cuban rumba. We won't be doing the other ones today, but you should learn there's a whole bunch of dances in Cuba. Each one associated rhythms and steps is fantastic. So, I catch my breath, sorry. The next one we're going to do is son, and tell you a little bit about ourselves. My name is Matías. I'm from Texas. My mom's Mexican, so I speak Spanish. I love dance cultures, all that stuff. I've been dancing for about 8 years. This is Irina. We have a dance studio, Apasionado Dance in Pittsburgh. We have dance classes of various kinds of cultural Latin American dances. Several instructors teach at our studio. We love sharing dancing and rhythm and community with people. And of course, performances with great rhythm. So next one we're going to do is called son. Son is a little slower. It's a social dance that you dance with a partner. Has some influence from waltz, but it's danced with, of course, rhythm instead of with just melody. And the steps are kind of syncopated compared to an even rhythm of waltz. So we're going to show you a little bit of son. So if you guys have heard of salsa, okay, salsa is a renaming of son and a few other rhythms, but primarily son is the bass, and some other Puerto Rican influences added, but son is from Cuba, and it's a renaming of it for the purpose of making profit and exporting. Some people got famous naming it salsa. All over the world, people know it as salsa, but this is the son rhythm, and people today dance it many different ways, but the root is a Cuban, it's an Afro-Cuban musical expression, okay? And the steps in salsa are kind of similar, but oftentimes they're more restricted to certain space requirements in the types of dance studios and halls where people dance. So if you're salsa, it's Cuban rhythms originally, okay? So let's do cha-cha-cha, okay? Cha-cha-cha is a little bit the steps are a little faster, the music is not exactly faster, but there's some footwork going on, okay? Yeah. Oh, okay.
That's better, it's better. Hey. All right. Here. Pause it. 1, 2.
So cha-cha-cha has extra shuffling steps. The name cha-cha-cha comes from when he educated me that the montuno of the danzón music, which is not salsa music, it's danzón, is a different genre. It has French influences and African influences from Haiti to Cuba. This montuno section, the up-tempo part, people start doing a shuffling step, cha-cha-cha. That shuffling is where that sound, when you hear people talking about the cha-cha, okay, it's actually cha-cha-cha, okay? It has cha-cha-cha, okay? A little shuffling of the feet, it's a onomatopoeia, okay? So, let's see. We have one more slower dance before we go back to the higher tempo. So this one's called bolero. We'll just do this one for a little bit. Bolero is very elegant, slow kind of social dance. It's mostly a hug, it's a close embrace, and you can dance it with family or with a lover, who knows what else. You can dance it in many different ways, but it's very slow, much more at ease before we go to the fast stuff one more time. So that's bolero, and bolero, again, you can see, it's very slow. It's the equivalent of a slow dance that you might think of from any other culture, okay? Let's talk about the next one, which is timba. So timba is an expression of, actually, Hugo, do you mind explaining what you explained in the last bit?
Oh, yeah.
It's okay? I would love you to explain, because I think you understand it a lot better than me.
Yeah.
Sí, beautiful. Hello. So, yeah, timba is one of the newest inventions for music in Cuba. This music came up in the 1990s, and I was explaining before that was a really hard time in Cuba. We call it the special period because, at that time, we were not friends with Russia anymore, and then they just drove us off, and then we didn't have food, we didn't have so many things. But the Cuban people, they're always so civilians, and they always try to do better and do better and do better. And because of this reason, this music came out called timba that has a influence from so many different styles of music. One is jazz, funk, R&B, Brazilian music, and of course Afro-Cuban and the Cuban music too. All of those things are in this style of music. And that's the reason I'm going to play drum set, and he's going to be playing the conga drums for the rhythm section of timba, because that's one of the biggest part in the timba groups when we add the drum set. With the traditional percussion Cuban instruments, which are the conga drums. Those drums are Cubans. They're not Mexican or Puerto Rican or anything else. They're Cubans. They were developed in Cuba by the people from Nigeria. Okay? The other instrument he has next to him is called the bongos. That's also Cuban. It's not from any other place. So I know in the States, they call it LP, Latin percussion. But Latin is a huge place. It's huge. So if I was talking with a dear friend, she's from Venezuela. We do speak Spanish, but within the Spanish that we speak, there are so many words that have a different meaning, just like the English from here and the English from England. So LP, conga drums from Cuba, those conga drums. Then the timbales that are also from Cuba, developed from the timpani, the instrument that you see in the symphony, that big instrument. And the guiro and the maracas. That was the normal Cuban percussion section we would use in bands. But then with timba, we brought this beautiful American instrument to the game on top of everything. So now you're gonna hear a little bit how it sounds with the conga drums from Cuba and the drum set from the States, all right?
So the full spectrum of energy, from bolero to timba and everywhere in between. Actually, I think there's probably some that are even higher energy. The orisha dances, some of those are, oh my gosh, the energy is crazy.
I'm gonna be doing in my set. So.
Okay, yeah, stay for that. Stay for that. But then we have one more we're gonna play for you. This is not strictly a Cuban rhythm, okay? There's a dance called hustle. It has been, the story of it has been mistold. If you've seen that, what's the movie? Yeah, I've been told by people who are from the hustle dancing culture in New York that movie mistold the story. It's actually a New Yorican dance with funk and disco music that actually has texture, not like washed out with no, okay, they did all this stuff. It's actually, it's here. Yeah, okay, listen, they messed it up, okay? They changed it up. It's not true, okay? They're supposedly based on a true story. The character apparently recanted the story a year or two after they made the movie. So it's a movie that has Nuyorican influences. It has influences from queer ballroom in New York and other things like this. So yeah, it's more underground than you would think. So we're gonna do, they're gonna play some funk rhythms and we're gonna dance a little bit of hustle. Okay, and hope you enjoy this, our last little dance for today. Yeah.
Let's funk it up.
Please don't think hustle is not full of flavor and texture and rhythm. Sometimes even you go to a dance party and they play hustle music, it should sound a little groovier, okay? So that's our dancing for today. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you, Hugo. Thank you,